Welcome back to my channel. My name's Rebecca, I'm 29 and I live in Newcastle, and you are reporting for Beauty G. So starting a little bit differently today, I have my brows on and my eyes are primed, but I wanted to do a live unboxing this for the first time, reactions filmed. So I managed to get hold of one of the Lois Cosmetics Meet Me in the Underworld palettes. I was really worried I wasn't going to be able to get one of these, but in the end I was able to get one, which is absolutely amazing. So I have punctured along the seal of this here. This is sold out, but it will be restocked in May. So let's have a little opening roo. Woo! Look at that. I mean, 10 out of 10 for packaging. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. 10 out of 10 for packaging. And so much gold leaf in here. So it comes with this beautiful card. Mine's got loads of gold leaf on it. And just explains the story of Orpheus and what's her name? Oh, Orpheus and Eurydice. Yeah. So it tells the story of that, and that's the theme. I mean, the packaging is just hello, beautiful. Let's go on some of these on. Just trying to do it so that I don't make too much of a mess. So much gold leaf, and then it says, "Thank you for your purchase." And then I have the palette here as well. So I'm put the bottom. Gold leaf flying through the air. I'm in. So it comes with, oh my god, the packaging is just so gorgeous. Let's take the sleeve off. Sorry, these nails. I've had my nails done and it's literally like the meme of 10,000 years later. All right. And then it's the same. And then, I know what it looks like inside, but it's different when you first see it for yourself. Oh. That is right up Rebecca's street. Wow. Sorry, I've just realised I haven't even shown it to camera. I mean, greens, berry tones. Come on, have you seen a more Rebecca palette than this? Depth. Yeah. Right, so what are we going to do with this? That's the question. This is just my first impression. I'm just going to show you guys the formula. I do have a very complicated look in mind that I'm just going to do when I'm sat by myself and I've got props to go along with that to do a really creative picture. So this is just going to be my first impressions sort of look that I'm going for. Right. So I'm going to take Underworld first, which is the black shade. Apparently the black is amazing and the mirror in this is really decent, so I'm going to actually use the mirror. So there we go. Yeah, that is a good black. I barely tapped into that. Thing about black shades that I would say is if you are nervous to use black eyeshadow, you start off with a little bit and build it up. That's my recommendation. And if you're worried about it taking over a look as well, I would sometimes start off with it first, like I am. Just my recommendation. That's a nice block. So the peaks and depths, the light and dark in this palette, when looking at it as a whole objectively, is really great because you've got depth and you've got lightness. So there is nice balance in this palette. What I will say is with the greens and the purple, and well, the reds and the pinks, colour theory. So do be careful with how you use them. That's another recommendation as well. So I'm just building myself a little base with the black shadow. I'm going to do my normal shape that I do when I'm testing out eyeshadow palettes. If I'm not doing a halo eye, which I'm not going to do, is that I build up all the pigment of mattes on the outer corner, then I really let the metallics do their thing on the inner corner. Okay, so that's the black laid down. Just going to remember which, let's pop that first, because I don't want to accidentally pick up the black brush when I don't want black. Because I have a few of the same brush. I have actually, well, I've ISO cleaned my brushes. I've not like proper cleaned them, but I've gotten the pigment off and sanitized them. Wow, this is very easy to blend out for a black, I have to say. Often black shades are some of the hardest to diffuse, so it is not the case that all black eyeshadows are made equal. That is definitely not the case. Because sometimes they're super pigmented and then you can't blend them out, so you're left with harshness, whereas this is definitely easy to blend out. Just gonna add a little more black to this side. I do have a video using the Lois Cosmetics Rose Metal palette. So if you are interested in that one as well, I'll leave a link to that down below or up in the eye if I remember. Probably won't remember to leave it up in the eye, but whatever. Because I absolutely love that palette from her as well. It's one of the reasons why I knew I definitely wanted to get this. The quality of that was so good. It's one of my favourite palettes of all time, so definitely check that out if you've been thinking about getting the Rose Metal. I do have Gone Rogue, but I haven't filmed with it yet, but I definitely will film with that at some stage, maybe in a Get Ready With Me or something like that. Wow, that was easy to blend out. Okay, so I think, have I done a green recently? I'm trying to think what colours I've used in my palette on my Instagram recently. You know what, Snakebite is really calling my name, which is this one here. You know me. Or do I do Hades first? No, let's go into Snakebite. I'm dying to use this colour. Holy pigmentation. So I've really just used the black to start me off with a nice bit of depth. So we'll overlap this and just blend it out. I've been in possession of this palette since Sunday. It's now Wednesday, so I'm filming with it today. Obviously, it's been quite hard to like not just delve right in. I really wanted to think about it, what I was going to do, and if I was going to film first, or was I just going to do a look first, or what. And I also wanted to make sure that I like really had the time to do a proper good video for you guys with it as well. I think one of the reasons why I don't tend to do my really complicated, ridiculous looks, I do them live when I do my lives, is that they take so long, mistakes happen, I chop and change what I'm doing in the middle of it and stuff like that. And I just like to get in the makeup zone, you know, as well. And sometimes it's easier to do that when you're not sort of teaching as you go. Well, not like I'm teaching, this is not a tutorial, but sort of chatting as you go on. I have a really nasty dry patch there, so it might look a bit patchy on the eye out in that bit, but that can't be helped. As always with the first impression for me, this isn't going to be reinventing the wheel. It's literally going to be just showing you how the shadows perform. Don't know if that's a loose hair of mine that needs to be plucked. No, it's just a rogue hair. Again, that blended out beautifully. To be honest, I always knew I was going to like this eyeshadow palette. And another thing I want to address is, for me, I didn't get the palette on pre-launch. I also didn't get the palette on launch day. This was sent to me by a friend, you know, and the amount of hate that Lois has been getting as a brand owner has been really just almost quite disturbing to me. I love makeup as much as the next person. I have a massive makeup collection. I also work in the makeup industry. But what I will say is, and this will sound odd coming from me, is it's just makeup. There's gonna be a restock as well. But to send fake reviews to her website and to send hateful messages and things like that, it's just so disgusting to me and so like petty. Like, Lois is a one-woman show. She is a female-owned indie brand, and what happened to like women supporting women? You know what I mean? Not tearing them down in the midst of their success. Like, just no. Shame on you. If you're one of those people that have left shitty comments on her Instagram, done shitty fake reviews, send her shitty emails, shame on you. Give your head a wobble and think about what you've done. Like, go sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Rant over, anyway. I think I must have put this down in some pigment that's somewhere as well. So have I added an accidental bit of sparkle? Yes. Sorry that got a bit ranty, but I really, really wanted to address it in this video because it's really pissed me off. And would I have been disappointed if I couldn't get one? Sure. Really disappointed. Especially as it's released on my birthday. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so just adding a bit more snake bite. Just really building that up. And I'm thinking I probably should have gone for something a bit darker in between. I might add something to transition between snake bite and the black. But I'm just building up and building up until I sort of get what I want. I will do a green look as well, don't you worry. I would seriously suggest, if you don't follow me on Instagram, to go look over there for different things that I do, because if you see something that you like and you know I haven't filmed it, like, let me know and I can try and film things. I don't love doing the same looks twice, but I will sort of tweak it and do something similar, at least in method, to what I've got on my Instagram and film it. Like, I don't mind. Especially as there's not much diversity in the shapes that I do. So it's not like it'll be me doing a shape often that I never normally do, because that's not the case. And then I'm going into Footsteps, which is the sort of lighter mauvey sort of pinky shade. I'm just taking it on a fluffy brush. I'm just gonna I've really lightly tapped because I really just want it to blend out the edges of this to soften it all up. I'm very aware that I don't think I took my eye primer out far enough, so this is literally just going on my dry skin, but it is what it is. Blendy blend blend. This has diffused it really nice. Loving how this is looking. And then I'm going to go into Hades. Yeah, no. I'm going to go into Tragic Love, which is this one here. And I'm actually just going to tap that here as well. It's a bit of a bridge between the black and Snakebite. You know, when you're interested to see where a brand goes in the future, that is very much me with Lois Cosmetics, as I'm really, you know, excited to see what else she comes out with. Lip products. What are we thinking about that, Lois? I love me some lipsticks. They are actually more of a weakness than eyeshadows. I feel like because we can't really wear a lipstick at the moment, I want it more the more. I want it all the more. Highlighter, Lois. Blush. Just throwing some things out there. Although, I have to admit, I find it quite difficult to spend a lot of money on a highlighter. Don't know if anyone else feels like that, but I find it quite difficult to spend a lot of money on like a really expensive highlighter. Highlighting palette, yes. And I know not everybody likes highlighting palette, but a single highlighter, like I find it hard to like spend £25 on a really expensive highlight. I know my favourite highlighter at the moment is a £38 highlighter from Estee Lauder, but I got that free when I bought a foundation because I had a promotion on. So, you know, and I have wanted it for a while, so potentially with vouchers or something I would have bought it, but I never would have like bought it outright, just to throw that out there. But yeah, I do love myself a nice highlighter. And it's one thing that actually I don't have loads and loads, well, I have a big collection, but compared to eyeshadows, I don't have a lot of like bronzers, highlighters, blushes. Like my main problem, my main massive bit in my collection is, I'm just adding more of Snakebite, by the way, I don't think I explained. Massive thing in my collection is my eyeshadow palettes and my lipsticks. And I've just soaked my brows. I haven't filled them in or anything, so it's given me a lot of space to sort of go right out, get this blown right out into the sort of temple area. And I'm going to take my big fluffy brush and go back into Footsteps, which is this shade here again. And I'm just going to take it on my big floof and blend that right out. Make sure it's really diffused. So I've accidentally done blush draping here, so I think I probably will take the two shades that I've used here and use them as my blush, potentially, is what I'm thinking. Right, so I'm going to leave the mattes at that. That's what we've got going on. I will do more blending out here once the rest of my base is on, but this is what we've got going. And I'm going to take some shadow off in the crease or add glitter glue. I haven't decided yet, but I'll come back and then we'll have a play with the metallics, which I'm really, really excited to do. So I shall see you shortly. Right, so I've just popped some glitter glue down. I haven't taken anything off the cut in a crease really or anything. So I'm going to take Forest first, which is the darkest of the shimmers, like a really dark green. Just taking this on my flat P. Louise Acid Rain brush. This is my favourite for cutting a crease as well. If you're ever wondering my halo eye secret, it definitely is this brush. I swear by it for halo eyes. I'm just going to pack that on. That is so beautiful. It's so like dark and yummy. Often I find that sometimes palettes don't have a good balance of light and dark metallics, so I really appreciate that this does have a great balance. So that's just blending right into that black shade, like absolutely beautifully. This could be beautiful just on top of a basic black smoky eye as well. If you just wanted to do like a bottle green, dark green smoky eye, that would be absolutely stunning. And then I'm going to go into Enchanted next, which is this green here. Just wiping off the same brush. Again, it's just going over the glitter glue base. Nothing else. Like it's not a wet, I've not wet the shadow or anything. Oh my god, that is stunning. I bet Teresa loves this shade. I know she loves the whole palette, but she is obsessed with green as I am obsessed with. You know what? It is purple that I like, but it's like these kind of pinky berry tones that I like. So yeah, sure, I like purple, but it's actually more, like I said, pinky purples than your true blue toned purples. I do wear it and I do like a blue toned purple, but what really just gets me is like a berry toned, a pink toned. I'm going to wet my brush a bit and see if I can, I like it as it is, but I just really want to see what it can do, you know, and pop that volume a bit. Oh yeah, there we go. So just making sure that what I like is a nice sort of gradient between them. And then I'm going to take Orpheus, which is the gold. Holy moly, that is one of the most stunning golds ever. Oof. Just a beautiful, true yellow toned gold, which I am all about. That is really gorgeous. Yeah. Considering I didn't re-wet my brush or anything. Wow, what a stunning shade of gold. Like gold is gold, but this is really nice. Like we are nicely gotten that in as much as possible. I'm going to go back with Enchanted, which is the middle shade that we used. And I will spritz my brush for this. Just make sure that the gold isn't taken over too much, because I really do want to give Enchanted its moment to pop. And I've seen some really like nice versatile looks with this as well. Yeah, like some really soft looks, some real, you know, just it's the diversity for me, you know. I like options with my makeup. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my brush like this. I'm just gonna blend the edges out as I normally do with this. I know I do quite often this very similar technique when I'm trying out an eyeshadow palette for the first time, but I feel like it's really what works for me when trying eyeshadows for the first time. I think that it's like, if I can do like one of my signature looks, like if I'm going on a night out, this is the shape that I like and things. That's what I like to try and see. I'm going to tap into Footsteps, which is the lightest purple that I use to blend everything out with out here. And we're just going to, oh my God, I'm in love. I'm in love. Like I said, I knew I was going to like this palette. I haven't added anything extra to this brush. I'm just making sure there's no harsh edges or anything like that. We don't like harsh edges around here unless we've done it on purpose. There we go. So this is what I've got going on at the moment. I'm going to pop off, whack my base on, we'll come back and do the under eye. So I shall see you shortly. So my base is on. I've popped a little bit of green liner into my waterline. It's just the Camo Killer or something like that from Too Faced. So let's do the under eye. Right. I am going to go in with, I might lay down a bit of the black first. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go in with Hades, actually, which is this shade there, because it's dark, but it's not as, like, dark as a black. I'm just going to pop that right under eye. Oh, that has a lot of pigment. This is going on a very dry base because my under eye is set. Not baked, but it's definitely really, really set. Fluffy. You know me, I like a really dramatic smoky under eye as well. I just feel like when it's blown out this much, you've got to go big or go home, you know. And then I'm going to tap into Snake Bite, which is that one there. On a bigger brush, but still tapered towards the end. Fluffy. Let's get right in there. Make sure it's really joined up. I think that it always looks better to make sure the under eye and everything flows in with each other. Even when you're doing small looks, that looks good. Right, and then I'm going to take my big floofy stick and go in with Footsteps, which is just the lighter one there that I used. And I'm just going to make sure that that is fluffed right out. There we go. And then for the inner corner, definitely want to do a little inner corner action. But what to use? I might use Eurydice. Is that right? Do correct me down below if I'm completely butchering the names. Which is this one here. Oh, the poetry is beautiful. So I'll use. Yeah, I'll go in with Eurydice this time. And just, ooh, that's a beautiful inner corner shade. Especially for my skin tone. Wow, that's smooth. Oh, that's a beaut. There we go. And then I'm gonna take, because what can I say? I don't know when to stop. I'm gonna take Lear, which is that one there, the sort of copper. I'm gonna spray my little teensy brush again. What am I tapping? And pull that under the lash line a bit. I mean, you guys aren't going to be able to see it very well, but I can see it. Just make sure my eye bags have as much, it's not even under eye now, it's my actual eye bags, as much product loaded on there as those beasts can take. Right, there we go. So this is what we've got going on. I love it. I'm going to pop off, whack on my lashes and lips, and then I'll pop back and we'll have a chat about the palette. So I shall see you shortly. Some back with my lashes on. I've actually got Lois Cosmetics lashes in the style Fearless on. Fearless. I don't know if I pronounced that very well, but yeah. So this is what I finished with. I thought I'd go with like a nice contrasting lip that goes with the earrings. But I think, you know, I've really enjoyed the palette. Super easy to use. It's definitely my colour scheme. I'm really inspired by it. As I said, head over to my Instagram. You'll definitely see more looks. Obviously, I want to play in the green, like matte area. I've got more. There's so much more. So much more to do with it. Do you want to see me do like a neutral look with it? Like something more subtle with it, let me know. I will say that this is some of the most beautiful packaging that I own, and it just shows that you can do beautiful packaging without it being like super bulky or anything like that. Like, not to use them, want to use them as like a rude example, but P. Louise, they do beautiful packaging, but it's so bulky. Beautiful, conceptual, but you can travel with it. The size is great. So just another point also. Yeah, let me know what you think down below. Were you able to pick it up? Are you going to pick it up in the restock? Do you own anything else from Lois Cosmetics? Yeah, I would recommend that you go and have a look on her website. I'll obviously leave everything linked down below. I use her foundation brush. It's looking a bit worse for wear because I've used it twice today. I use that every day. I actually definitely need to get a backup. I really enjoy the lashes. Like I said, the Rose Metal is one of my favourite palettes, and Gone Rogue is excellent quality. I really need to play with that some more. And I just know that this formula like vibes with me, and the brand as a whole vibes with me, and I love the brand owner as well. Anyway, I digress. Do go follow me over on Instagram because there will be some super, super creative stuff going on with the palette over there as well. Like, tiaras have been bought. You know, it's happening, right? It's happening. So go check it out. I mean, it's not yet because this is my first look, but it will be happening in the next week. So yeah, do go look at me. We are so close to 650, which is on the road to 700 subscribers. So it's absolutely love to have you here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know notified the next time that I upload. Thank you very much to my wonderful Patreons, Rebecca's Reporters. Love you guys and I appreciate your support. I will leave my Patreon linked down below as well. But until next time, thanks very much for watching my video. Bye!